Hey, it's Space, and today's video will be all of Julius's powers and abilities explained and how strong Julius is. Julius has a tremendous magic power and magic amount. The Bada said Noel's latent magic is about equal to Julius and Asier's. Asier and Noel's magic is even higher for royals, which means his magic is high royal level. In the ancient demon fight, it stated that the only way to fight phenomenal magic is to strike back with magic that's equally phenomenal. And Julius is able to destroy one of the ancient demons' attacks at only 22, meaning his magic power would be way less than his prime at the time. So I would assume Prime Julius's magic power should be comparable to Lumiere, since Lumiere's magic was also strong enough to fight an ancient demon. Julius possesses time magic, which is considered one of the strongest magics in the series. He can accelerate, decelerate, stop, and reverse the flow of time. He uses time acceleration as an attack by rapidly aging people, turning them to dust instantly. He can use chronostasis, which is a restraining spell that stops the time of the person caught in the spear. He can use time reversal to heal his wounds by reversing time on the wounds and reverse time on opponents' attacks to before they were cast. Julius is extremely fast. He could easily blitz and kill 2 Eye of the Midnight Sun mages before they could react, could easily dodge attacks from like 10 Eye of the Midnight Sun mages. He did all this while holding back because he told Asta that was only a small fraction what he would have to surpass. Julius is also a Mana Zone user. Mana Zone is a skill that allows a mage to manipulate the mana in the area around themselves. It's also a 3-time multiplier to all stats. By combining Mana Zone and Chronostasis, Julius could cast Chronostasis Gregora, which casts way more time-stopping spirits than usual, and enough to defend against Patri's Light Sword Barrage. Julius uses a combination of Mana Zone and time acceleration to react. By accelerating time for the mana around him, he can read the flow of mana of the future. He's able to sense the very near future and anticipate attacks. This gives Julius one of the best reaction speeds in the series. Against Dante, Yami said Julius' reactions were even better than his, and Yami could react to all of Dante's attacks, even against 80% Dante. Julius did get hit once by Patri's attack, but Julius most likely let this happen to show that he could heal. Julius reversed time with his injury and stated the true nature of his magic is to steal time from his targets. The stolen time is stored and he can use it whenever he likes, but he says it takes a lot out of him. So basically this means when Julius ages people to dust, he can store that time to use whenever he likes, but it drains him so he can't just spam it using the stored time. Julius also can stop time on his opponents' attacks and use it to attack and even accelerate the speed of the original attack. Even though Julius has top tier reaction speed, his movement speed isn't as impressive, at least when it comes to trapping people with chronostasis because he couldn't capture Patri. His attack spell definitely is faster because he could attack Patri in a previous fight, but all of his feats against Patri aren't impressive because Patri got 2 big power-ups later on and Nozel could stop him, and both that Patri and Nozel couldn't do much against the grid, who's fodder now. Patri did wonder what was behind Julius' immense strength, wondering if he was human and admitted Julius was holding back. Julius does have a unique grimoire. It's coverless and huge with a ton of pages. We don't know much about it, but he's the only character with that grimoire like that. After that, Patri releases his seal and covers the entire Clover Kingdom with Swords of Light, and we get Julius' best feat. He uses all of his magic and stored time to cast time reversal magic Chrono Anastasis and reverses time on the light swords that were over the entire Clover Kingdom. Julius did end up getting stabbed by this, as Patri knew he would protect the people, which will leave an opening, so I don't view this as a negative feat for Julius. After that, Julius reverted back to a 13-year-old and didn't gain any new feats until Xenon sent an ancient demon to the Clover Kingdom. Julius advanced his body by 10 years, making Julius about 23. With Damnatio's help, he could destroy an attack from an ancient demon, something 3 Clover Royals couldn't do. Julius was in the middle of attacking the ancient demon's arm when his body reverted back to a 13-year-old. Julius' fight versus the ancient demon was impressive because his body was 19 years younger than in his prime, and he could still fight a being that could devastate all the magic knights that weren't in the Spade Kingdom. So yeah, Julius is really powerful. In terms of feats, he's lacking, but when you factor in his reaction speed and all his time hacks, Julius can hang with almost anyone. I can see him beating Dante and Vonica and holding his own against supreme level threats like Xenon, Magicula, and the twins. Well, that's all for this video. Comment below how strong you think Julius is. Like and subscribe if you want more Black Clover content. See ya.